Davy Chase, the original voice of Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. She voiced Lilo in the first movie, the first of the straight-to-video sequels, and in the TV series. I heard she died due to health issues, either today or just recently. And as a Lilo and Stitch fan, I consider that news to be very I consider this news to be very heartbreaking. We already lost the voices of Nani and Jumba over the past many years, and just like those voice actors, Davy Chase, you are in my thoughts, just as you are in the thoughts of those of other Lilo and Stitch fans. And also, this heartbreaking news makes me hate last year's live action remake even more. I already hated the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch to the point where I'd rather watch the Garbage Pail Kids movie. That's something you don't want to be compared to. But with the original voice of Lilo having left us at the very young age of 35, I just consider the existing live action remake to be, well, I just consider the live action remake we got last year to be even more of an insult. Especially as they got Nani and Jumba even more wrong than Shyamalan got Aang and Ozai. And for them to have sent Lilo to foster care so Nani can fuck off to study marine biology on stolen Mexican land. The live action remake is clearly one of the worst movies ever made. Worse even than the 2004 Catwoman and Fat Slags movies. And that they were already planning to make a sequel to that live action insult. Going ahead with it now would be a very bad look for Disney. Even more so than Universal churning out all those straight-to-video sequels to The Land Before Time and All Dogs Go to Heaven. I hear the voice of Charlie from All Dogs Go to Heaven died shortly after that film was released. He or she also voiced a character in the original Land Before Time. Don't remember which one. But if you have any connection with Disney, please lobby them to get the live action Lilo and Stitch 2 cancelled. With Lilo's original voice actress having left us, I truly feel that production on the live action sequel cannot be allowed to continue. It would be the biggest insult to animation since the wacky world of Tex Avery. If anyone from Disney is watching this, cancel Lilo and Stitch 2 live action now! Although not a Disney property, even The Mask 2 got far enough in development for crew jackets to be made. The winner of that Nintendo Power Contest even had one, but lost it. As fans of Disney, as fans of animation, as fans of Lilo and Stitch, the live action sequel cannot be allowed to continue being made. And to think the director of the existing live action Lilo and Stitch made Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, a film I was gonna check out at some point, but now I can't. You might as well be wanting me to watch the Jimmy Savile episode of the Tweenies. As a fan of Lilo and Stitch, Davy Chase's death really saddens me. And it makes me want the live action sequel to be cancelled even more. So do all you can. Tell Disney to not let the live action Lilo and Stitch sequel go ahead. To think they even went as far as to make a teaser trailer. I hear they're going to start shooting this summer. If I had been one of the actors signed up to do the sequel, even if I was one of the lead roles, I would have backed out by now. It's clear that Hollywood really need to get their act together Cashing in on nostalgia is no way to. Well, cashing in on nostalgia is no long-term business strategy. And to think Disney are already teabagging Blue Sky, Fox's animation studio, by making that Ice Age sequel even after shutting Blue Sky down shortly after buying Fox. Hollywood really need to get their act together. So don't forget, lobby Disney as much as you can to get the live action Lilo and Stitch 2 sequel cancelled. Get the live action Lilo and Stitch sequel cancelled. Out of respect for Lilo's original voice, Davy Chase. Sure, the idiots behind it could pivot and give Lilo and Stitch a Viva Rock Vegas if any of their lead stars back out, but they would just be digging themselves an even bigger hole. Thank you for your time.